Hi guys, what I wanted to show you today is how Evernote has completely revolutionized the way that I organize all of the things in my life, whether it be my personal life, my professional life, and how I'm able to just download my brain and store all the information and have it with me whenever I need it. And it means I can sleep at night. I've got everything in one place. And how it works is Evernote is a free app that you can download on your computer, on your desktop. You can use the app on your phone, and you can also use a web-based version. So if you're not at your PC, you can go to the website, log in, and access all the information. So what I'm going to show you today is just a quick overview of how Evernote works and how you can apply it in your working life. The thing with the mobile app is that's more a way of collecting the data, and I'll give you some examples of that, but you can also quickly find things if you need to. So I've got a few examples here in my Evernote of the sort of things that I've collected. And the basic structure of Evernote, it's really simple. You have over here you have your notebooks, and you can have any number of notebooks. I have one where I collect all my information. I have some actionable stuff that I need to deal with, and then I've got things that I archive. So I've got references and I've got receipts, and I'll talk to you about receipts in a moment. So you have within that notebook, you have any number of notes. You can have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and then how you find the information that exists within those notebooks can either be with tags, that's how you categorize things, or you can simply use the search function. The amazing thing about the search function within Evernote is that it not only searches text that you've typed into it, but it'll also search the text that exists within the photos, and that's extraordinary. I find that incredibly useful. So if you've taken photos of signs, or you've taken photos of receipts or different things, the Evernote will actually search that text. So look, what I'm going to do is just quickly show you some examples of things that I collect that I would normally have scattered throughout my handbag, my notebook, my desk, but I just used Evernote as one place for collecting all that information. This first example that I've got here, there's an add-on tool that you can use with your web browser. It doesn't matter which one, and it's called Web Clipper. And it means that you can collect just the information, if you want to, that's relevant in that article. You're not grabbing all of the ads as well. It's not a screenshot. It's simply collecting the data and information, the article information that's useful to you. So I've just grabbed this from a website, and I'll read that later on. And probably what I would do is add a tag you can see here I've got a tag read and review. I use symbols to categorize what I'm doing with things. So the @ symbol is where am I going to be when I do this particular task. Am I making a call? Am I doing an errand? Am I at home? Am I logging online? Am I reading and reviewing stuff? Am I at work? The other symbol that I use is to categorize the urgency of it. Is it something I need to do today? Is it something I need to do next? Is it something I'll get round to maybe one time? Or is it something that I'm waiting on from somebody else? So that's just an example of how you can use tags to categorize the data that comes in, or you can simply search the words. The cool thing about this is that with the note in the background, there's a whole heap of information that Evernote also collects for you. So if you click on the eye, it'll actually show you the URL where I got that article from. But sometimes when you're doing stuff with your phone, it'll actually show you where you were at the time that you recorded that note, which can be really handy sometimes if you're a person that's out on the road all the time and you want to recall all of the work that you did on a particular day in a particular location. There's ways that you can do that as well. But I just find that fascinating, the amount of information that sits in the background. Another example, and this could be something as well, this is a business card that I've scanned. I've just changed the data here a little bit so that you're not seeing who the person was in particular that I connected with. But if I was at a networking event and I took a photo of that business card, it would scan straight away. It's a scanning app within Evernote, and so it stores the location. Where was I when I met this person? It imports the data into my phone or my contact records within my phone, which can sync with your computer, your desktop computer as well. And it immediately asks me if I'd like to connect with that person on LinkedIn. So you can do that, all of that straight away. So you can see that it's collected that data from that business card. You can just create a basic note and add information within that note. So random thoughts, ideas. You can put very basic formatting things in here like tables and tick boxes. So that can be good for things like shopping lists or checklists. And you can share notebooks with other people as well. So you can share checklists, for example. One of the things that I do is and I learned this, is to take photos of the receipt. So you can see this is a parking receipt, and I've taken it the moment, and so my jeans are in the background there. The moment that I've received that receipt, I've taken a photo of it with my phone, done and dusted. I will then I might tag it, or what I do is just send it straight to my receipts notebook over here. You can see I've got the receipts notebook over here. So I'll take you back to my demo notebook. There we go. So you can see there's lots of things that you can take photos of. Even if you're a person that still likes to write on a notebook, when you're at a meeting, take a photo of those notes and then put that into your Evernote, and then you can throw that piece of paper away. You can, if you've got PDFs, so for example, if you download a PDF, what you do is open up a note, drag that PDF into the note, and it creates the PDF file for you. So I could, if I wanted to, tag this as a read and review, and I'll do it later on, someday maybe. It's not an urgent thing to read. It might be something industry white paper that I've downloaded that I might want to read, and if it's on my phone, I can read it when I'm out and about, or if I'm at my desk and I've got my desktop version open like I have here now, I can read it. So you can also use there's a scanner component of your phone app that will turn the photo into a PDF. To be honest with you, I don't know if I scanned this one or if I took a photo, but here's an invoice and it's a bill I need to pay. So it's another thing that I can put into Evernote, and I can set a reminder up here of when I need to pay that bill, and I can search the actual text here if I wanted to in the graphic, and it would appear. So there's a number of different things that you can do with the different file formats. Here's a great example. If you're out and about and you want to remember something, remember to use the photos to capture that information. It might be a good bottle of wine that you drank and you want to remember next time you're at the bottle shop. So you just would use a tag wine. Here I've given you an example so that you can find it next time you're at the bottle-o. What was the name of that really good wine that we had that night? Let's see what other examples have I got here. Oh, you get your own dedicated email address with Evernote, so you can email stuff to find at a later time, or to process, or to action, or to deal with. So here I've emailed myself a receipt from PayPal, and to get your email address, all you do is go to account information, and your own personal email address will be right there within the Evernote app. So I email myself receipts. Here's another good one. I keep a running list of books that I would like to read, and if I'm out about networking and somebody tells me a good book, I don't have to remember what was that book that person told me. I just simply open up my Evernote, search books to read, and just add it to the list. And then when I'm back at my desktop, that note's there for me to review, so I can go on Amazon if I want to, or Audible or whatever, and find that book. I can have templates in here. So here's a template, a standard response that I have for LinkedIn. When people connect with me, I send them a little email, thanks for connecting, and I typically will have the same kind of information. So yeah, I've got templates in here. So things that you want to reference all the time, you can keep in Evernote and just cut and paste from. So it gives you, there's a whole, the capabilities within Evernote are just endless. There's so much that you can do. And for me, I just always revert back to Evernote whenever I think I want to retain something, an idea, a piece of paper, an image, something that I want to remember and recall upon. I just put into Evernote, and I never have to throw it away if I don't want to. I just archive it and I can come back to it at a later stage. So it's completely changed the way that I deal with and manage the day-to-day things in my work and personal life. And it's less about keeping a diary and pieces of paper. It's more about being paperless. So I hope that gives you some vision for how Evernote can really revolutionize the way that you do things. I've just given you a very basic overview. There are a lot more intricacies there, a lot more capabilities. And one thing I forgot to mention as well, that you can share notebooks with people as well, much in the same way you would with Dropbox. So the receipts notebook that I was talking about, you could share with your tax accountant or your bookkeeper. So if you've got any questions, please do email me at barbara@timetamer.com.au, or check out the Evernote training on my website, timetamer.com.au, if you'd like to come along and do some hands-on Evernote training. Thanks for your time.